Good evening. The time is now 6:24 on the 16th day of August of 2017, and I call this meeting of the United Independent School District Board of Trustees to order. Ms. Oliveros, could you please call the roll?
Yes. Ramiro Vélez, Rick Rodriguez,
Present.
Juan Roberto Ramirez,
Present.
Judd Gilpin,
Present.
Ricardo Molina,
Present.
Alicia Oliveros, present. Javier Montemayor.
Javier's running a little bit late.
We have
We have a quorum.
All right. Very good. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present, that this meeting has been duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act. Would everyone please rise now for the Pledge of Allegiance, a Texas pledge, and a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please be seated. All right. Do we have any announcements from board members?
Well, I just want to welcome everybody back. All those students, I know they're dying to come back, and the parents also. Wish them the best year ever, and thank you for being here today.
The same token that I concur with Mr. Molina. I welcome back everybody and welcome back another school year, which is going to be fabulous because so far so good. We've been in some schools, we've been named 5 stars, not just because of my area, because George Washington was a 5-star with about 10 plaques that were put up there in the front of the entrance of the school for everyone to see, to show that how good the teachers are. Not just George Washington, all the school district of United. They're great teachers that we have, great educators. So I congratulate them and everyone that is always focused into that areas to bring the first education to the children. God bless all them all. Que no se acabe United. Thank you.
Just to Mr. Ramirez, I was down there in the south. That's my area. You want to see flag? Go to what is Lincoln? Kennedy. They got a full wall of recognition. So, you know, that's what I like to see. The whole district working together. The whole district across. Not only we have good schools, medium schools. We got great schools everywhere. And I want to thank Mr. Santos and all the educators here, and the hard work. And like I said, I can't thank you enough. Parents, especially parents, for sending the kids and sticking with them. I know it's not easy. Pero what can you do? And all the top of the class here we have at United, second to nobody. Thank you.
But in my district, no. We're all happy about everything. Thank you,
Very
sir.
good.
Very much.
Very good. All right. If there's no other board announcements, we'll move on to item number 4, recognitions. Do we have any recognitions, Mr. Santos?
Yes, if the board can join me at the front, please.
Good evening, parents, teachers, students, and community members. It is with great pride that we would like to recognize the students who qualified for state recognition in the 2017 Duke University Talent Identification Programs, TIP, 7th Grade Talent Search. These students have excelled in their studies while enrolled in our middle schools, and they truly exemplify scholarship and academic excellence. Duke TIP is a nonprofit organization dedicated to serving academically gifted and talented students. Duke TIP works with students, their families, and educators to identify, challenge, engage, and help students reach their highest potential. A total of 9 United ISD middle school students earned the state recognition. The program identifies bright 7th graders based on standardized test scores achieved while attending elementary or middle school. To be eligible for the state recognitions, Students must take the ACT or the SAT college entrance exams as seventh graders and scoring at or above the national average of recent high school graduates on at least one part of the ACT or SAT. Participants in the seventh grade talent search also receive a variety of support services to gain access to research and other information about using their academic abilities more effectively. The first group of students from Troutman Middle School. We have Ramon Alvarez, Natalia Batista, Carolina Cautino, Liana Lujan, and we have Ms. Leti Menchaca, principal from Troutman Middle, and her administrative staff. Okay.
Hello, how are you?
So we're going to do... Congratulations. We now have the second group of students from United South Middle School. We have Michael Lopez and Jael Mota. We have representing United South Middle School, Assistant Principal, Ms. Arredondo. Congratulations. The third group of students from George Washington Middle School, Angela Morales, Paola Ramon, Ms. Beth Porter and her administrative staff. Congratulations. And last but not least, from United Middle School, we have Ethan Koroma with Ms. Thompson, his counselor from United Middle School. Congratulations. We expect great things from these students when they attend high school. Good evening.
Okay. Agenda item number 5, Superintendent's Report.
Nothing, sir. Not at this point in time.
All righty. Do we have any public comments?
No, sir. No public comments.
Moving on to item number 7, the consent agenda items.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. The business and instructional meeting committee met this month. I make a motion to approve A through U.
Second?
All right, do
Gilpin.
we have any changes there?
All right.
There's one more request under the, find it. Under requests for discretionary funds, the request is from Alexander High School, Principal Ernesto Sandoval. We would like the balance of the discretionary funds in Mr. Gilpin's account to be allocated to the principal's account at the campus in order to cover the cost of opening up the current ninth grade, opening up the other facilities at the main campus later on this fiscal year.
Very good, very good.
Okay, my motion would be A through U and adding Mr. Zuniga's motion also.
Second.
Thank you.
All righty, all those in favor? Any discussion? Out of order there. Got it backwards. All right, very good. Agenda item number 8, items for individual consideration. Item 8A,
Didn't take action.
official budget for 2017-2018 fiscal year.
Make a motion.
Good evening, Mr. Gilpin, members of the board, Mr. Santos, Mr. Cruz, and members of the audience. We'd like to bring to you our official budget for the 17-18 fiscal year. We are bringing you a balanced budget, which is very different from last year. The balance for our general fund is a total of $353,596,744. The debt service fund is $34,852,138, and the child nutrition fund is $26,564,550. We earlier had a public hearing where we did publish in the Laredo Morning Times a notice of the public hearing as required by law. We feel this budget does support our full staff and needed resources for the coming school year. It will support for our 46 campuses and to educate over 43,000 students that we expect to show up next Monday. It includes the compensations that were approved by the board earlier in July. And so we do appreciate that. I know staff has really appreciated that. This budget is supported by a tax rate that is in the next item. But we are pleased that we are bringing to you a balanced budget this year. So I'd like to just take 1 minute to thank my staff. They were very instrumental in getting these big numbers in here. From the comptroller's office, we have a budget section, Ms. Salazar, Mr. Santos, not Mr. Santos, but Mr. Santos. And then from the payroll, big area. I don't know if y'all just want to stand up.
Can you stand up, please?
Yes, please, because they put all these numbers together for us. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. With that, do we have a motion?
Yes, I have a motion.
Second.
So motion to adopt is presented. Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor? Item
President.
passes unanimously.
Mr. President, for the
Thank you very
record,
much.
Javier Montemayor is present here with us.
All right. Thank you for noting that.
Thank you.
All right. Agenda item 8B, approval of resolution to adopt the 2017 tax rate. Is there a motion regarding the approval of the resolution of the 2017 tax rate?
I move that the property tax rate be increased by the adoption of the tax rate of 1.270313, which is effectively a 13.59% increase in the tax rate.
All right. So we have a motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? The item passes
And
unanimously.
Monica's going to read the resolution into the record, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
A resolution ordinance levying annual ad valorem tax for the year 2017, setting specific tax rate applicable to all real, personal, and mixed property situated within the United Independent, setting due date and providing for penalties and interest on delinquent taxes. Be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of United Independent School District of Laredo, Webb County, Texas, that an ad valorem tax rate of $1.270313 per 100 cash valuation assessment ratio of 100 market value, as said values are fixed by the Appraisal Review Board, and the same is hereby levied for the year 2017 on all property and mixed property located and situated within the confines and boundaries of United Independent School District as of January 1st of this year, as set out below. That the above specified and ad valorem tax rate for the year 2017 be adopted on 100 cash valuation and assessment ratio of 100%, marked the value as follows. $1.04 rate for local maintenance funds, 0.230313 rate for debt service bonded indebtedness interest and sinking fund, $1.270313 total tax rate. This tax rate will raise more taxes for maintenance and operations than last year's rate. Any person failing to pay their taxes on or before February 1st, 2017 shall be subject to the minimum penalties and collection costs therefore allowed by law to be allowed and delinquent taxes. All delinquent taxes shall bear interest at the highest per annum interest and shall bear interest from the date of delinquency until paid. The tax assessor collector is hereby authorized to assess and collect the taxes for United Independent School District.
And the resolution will be attached to the minutes. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, very good.
To vote on it.
Moving on to approval for item 8C, approval of donations.
Yes, Mr. Gilpin, members of the board, it is recommended that the board of trustees graciously accept the following donations, and they will be attached to the minutes. We have two donations of over $1,000. One is UISD Communication Department received a donation of $2,250 from Juan Cruz and Associates to be used for the purchase of We Are United T-shirts for the new teachers. The other donation, UISD Communication Department received a donation of $1,000 from Cavazos Architects for the golf tournament. And we also have two other donations for a grand total this month of $4,250 that we graciously accept. I want to thank these supporter business people of United ISD.
All right, we have a motion.
Second.
So the motion will be to accept as presented.
My motion and his second.
Okay, very good. All those in favor? Very good. Item passes unanimously. Item 8D, the approval of board minutes for the month of May of 2017. We have a motion.
So moved.
All right. Motion second. Any discussion? All those in favor? Item 8E, election of board officers. I would like to make a motion to nominate, or I would like to nominate a slate of officers to serve from this point forward. I would nominate Ricardo Molina as parliamentarian, Alisa Oliveros as secretary, Javier Montemayor as vice president, and Roberto Ramirez as president. Any further nominations? All those in favor of the candidates nominated?
Do we need a second?
No.
Second
I don't think you
and
do need a second, do you? You nominate?
Well, yeah, go ahead and take a motion on that.
Make a motion to.
Is there a move
To
to
accept.
accept the candidates as nominated?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve.
All right. Any discussion? All those in favor? Very good. Item, let's see.
Congratulations.
congratulations, yes.
Thank you, sir.
Item 8F, we need a motion to open a public hearing in regards to the optional flexible school day program for the 2017-2018 school year to implement the PASS, which is Positive Approach to Student Success at Lyndon B. Johnson High School.
I'd like to take a moment, first of all, to thank you, Mr. Gilpin, for serving as our board president
My
for the
pleasure.
last few years, and thank you for all of your leadership in leading the district. In addition to that, congratulations to the new board president and Mr. Montemayor and all the officers. Thank you again.
I want to thank the board members, all of us, as board members, to believe in us. Everyone believes in us. Everyone believes in us. I believe it, everyone. And for them to really believe in me, and I have to thank everyone for your vote. I appreciate it very much. I will do my best as a leader, but as I'm talking, I'm just a board member. It is only a symbol that says just a humble board member like you all. And that's the same thing for staff and everybody. It's a symbol that we represent here in the school board in the front. And just like the first time I said when I came into the board, I'm not gonna sit with a tie and a coat and look pretty at the cameras. And that's it. I'm gonna pull up my sleeves and come to work with the help of the rest of the board, not just by myself. Thank you.
Thank you once again. Commend you for your leadership.
Gloria, let Judd open the hearing, if you can open the hearing first and then, yeah.
I think you need a motion?
Yeah.
Open?
No,
Motion.
we've
Second.
asked for the motion. All right, any discussion?
No.
All those in
No.
favor? All right. So our public hearing is now open. Do we have anybody for public comments?
We don't have any public comments. I know you already took action on this item previously in the consent agenda items, but just to give you a little bit of background with regards to the optional flexible school day program, to continue this implementation at LBJ High School. Just to focus on some of the data from previous year, from 2016-2017 school year, we had a total of 41 students who participated in the program at LBJ High School. Out of the 41, 27 completed the program. 11, I am happy to say, met graduation requirements. Those were seniors. The others were underclassmen, and those were a total of 27 students. 14, unfortunately, were not able to complete the program successfully. But we will continue to monitor and to track those particular students. I would also like to note that LBJ had an increase in their attendance rate. They went from an 88% to a 91.03. That's a 3 percentage points increase in attendance. So the administration at the campus, the teacher at the campus, Ms. Marta Diaz, I have to give her a lot of credit. She motivates the particular students who are involved in this program, including the LBJ administrators and staff members there, and she works one-to-one with these particular individual students. The program will continue there at LBJ High School. We do have a block A, 8:30 to 12 o'clock, and then the second block from 12:30 to 4 o'clock. So it's a 4-hour program. It's 8 to 12, I'm sorry, and 12:30 to 4:30. The students are independently working with the assistance of the teacher on Odyssey Ware. It's a computer-based curriculum program, and we target those particular students who we feel are at risk of dropping out of school or who will not meet graduation requirements because of attendance. So we've already made approval. I just wanted to give you a little bit of background of this program, and thank you again for supporting the initiative at LBJ High School.
Thank
Motion
you.
to close the public hearing.
Second. All those in favor? All right, item passes. Item 8G, motion to open a public hearing with regards to Senate Bill 1474 for 8th grade social studies Explorers program.
Motion to open.
He has to present it first.
Yeah.
The board or not.
All right, we'll go ahead and have the presentation. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Gilpin, Mr. Santos, and the committee members at large here. According to Senate Bill 1474, we are required, anytime we're going to bring in new curriculum, we have to have a public open meeting so that way they can comment if the resources, the curriculum that we're going to bring would be suitable. So we did vet this out last year. We did a pilot with our 8th grade social studies students and teachers, and overwhelmingly they all felt that this was a very good program to help us bring our scores up in social studies, and so we're now requesting that it be open for public comment.
All right, thank you. So we have a motion to open the public hearing. Let's go ahead and vote on that. So all those in favor, open the public hearing. We need to verify whether or not we have public comments or not. Do we have any?
No public
Any
comments.
public comments? Okay.
Motion to close.
In the absence?
Second.
Okay, very good. All those in favor of closing the public hearing? Very good. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, item 8H, approval of 8th grade social studies Explorers subscription purchase. We have a motion to approve.
Motion.
All right. Any discussion? All those in favor? Very good. Item passes. All right. Agenda item number 9, closed session. The time is now.
Before we go there, Mr. Gilpin, there is a group of individuals that are here that got here late, I understand. They have some concerns regarding one of our campuses, their group of teachers. They'd like to make a short public comment and accommodate them.
Do we have to bring that item up?
You have to bring it back up.
Yeah.
You can make a motion to bring back public comment.
Public comment.
Okay.
Motion.
So we have a
Bring back.
motion to go back to public comments, item number 6, and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? All right.
So, yes, got 3 minutes to as long as they understand that the board cannot legally respond to any comments or questions.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Veronica Cantu, and I'm one of the parents of my kids that attend Salinas Elementary. And we just have some concerns regarding what's going on right now with mold or not mold that was found and that was in the news 2 weeks ago. I guess our main issue is we want to know exactly what was found. I know that right now there's been some engineers going out there to clean what was found, but we want to know exactly what chemicals were found and the cleaning supplies that are used. Are they harmful to the kids? Because they're starting school already on Monday. And is it safe for the staff, for the teachers that are going to be housed in there? Is it safe for them to be breathing that stuff? Because here with me are some of the teachers from school, and some have not been allowed to go into their classrooms to, I guess, arrange their desks and chairs. And I know that they went in there and some of the odor that was, there was very strong, and they've had, some of them have allergy issues. So how safe is the air quality? And if the students and staff have allergies to mold and respiratory issues, how safe are they in that school?
I'm actually a teacher from that wing that was one of the wings that was affected. I mean, I'm allergic to mold, and I'd like to know answers of what was found, just like Ms. Cantu mentioned. My name is Erica de Lesa.
I only have three of y'all speak on the same topic, so ladies, flip a coin.
I'm actually a special education teacher there at Salinas Elementary. My name is Angelica Gonzalez, and I'm speaking as an educator, as a parent of a kinder student in one of those classrooms, as a special ed teacher of children with disabilities, multiple disabilities that will not be able to tell me what they're feeling when they're in there. I myself was in there for a minute, at the most 2 minutes, and for after that 3 hours and a half, my throat was burning, itching, and I felt something was bothering me. I did go to my doctor because I am expecting. I'm still going to carry this baby for 2 months and a half, and I need to know, I need to feel safe that my child is going to develop properly. The brain is still developing, the body, the lungs, and I need to know. I did go in August 1st to set up, and since then, things that have happened, and since then, I haven't been allowed to go in. I did go in when they emailed us to go in, and that's when I noticed that everything was rearranged and changed, and that's when I had the smell of the chemicals. And I'd like to know, my kiddos are going to get affected, my daughter, myself, my future child, and I feel we need to have something in writing as far as what was found, what chemicals were used, and if we're safe now and in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Legally, the board cannot respond by the government code, but obviously you have administration here that as the board adjourns into closed session, you have administration here that can, I'm sure, will approach you and discuss your concerns.
Yes, we'll get somebody, we'll get Mr. Rangel and his staff to visit with, staff there at Salinas tomorrow. We'll share with you the information. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Motion,
All right.
Motion to move into closed session.
All right. Second?
Second.
All right. All those in favor? We should be back by approximately 1 hour. Thank you. The time is now 7:54 p.m. We are reconvened from closed session. We will address item 10A, action regarding superintendent's evaluation and modification of employment contract.
Recommendation is to approve the superintendent's evaluation, annual evaluation, and modify the employment contract to extend Mr. Santos's employment through June 30th, 2020, and other terms as presented in closed session.
All right. Do we have a motion?
So moved. Second.
All right. Any discussion? All those in favor? All right. Item passes unanimously. Item 10B.
I want to thank the board for the support, but I think the people that you see here in the audience are the ones that are really leading us and guiding us and really doing well at their job, and I think when you look at the campuses, how well they've done, I think it's the leadership that we have here, the campus administrators, plus absolutely our teachers. But I want to thank the board for the confidence, support that you all have in me and our staff. Thank you.
Agenda item 10B, the recommendation is to accept the donation of approximately 45 acres of land by special warranty deed of gift from the Mandel and Alexander families of Laredo. Said acreage situated in Porción 8, Abstract 40, Blas Maria Diaz, original grantee, and being out of called 481.1132 acre tract as recorded in volume 3715, pages 366 through 369, Webb County Official Records, Webb County, Texas, as presented in closed session.
All right, so we have a motion.
Motion second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? All right, good. We're adjourned.
Second.